Well, today is International Self-Care Day. It started more than a decade ago to help people take notice of their body and mind. But it's not easy for everyone to connect with themselves. Mental health coach Mindie Barnett is here to help us out, kind of incorporate self-care into our own lives. Hi there, Mindie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's talk about, first of all, explain some examples of ways people can take part in self-care.
Absolutely. It sounds much more complicated than it really is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of this holiday is to really raise awareness for the fact that we all should be practicing this on a day to day. So, some really quick tips. Mindfulness is number one. That literally can take you 5 to 10 minutes. You can practice this driving in a car, at a red light, practice breathing in and out, taking in your surroundings instead of perhaps unsafely looking at your phone or just thinking about the day's events ahead, listening to a podcast and really listening to the podcast, taking a walk outside, reading a book is a form of self-care, watching a show, maybe not binge watching as your other guest is
Yes.
talking about. Nevertheless, that's also a way to just self-care, and also, indulging in something a little bit more extravagant, maybe a massage or something like that, but it doesn't have to be that. One more thing, setting boundaries, not just taking things off your plate that don't necessarily serve you, but looking at the people in your life that may not be serving you and they're taking more from you than they're actually giving. And last but not least, planning an adventure, which could be anything from a vacation to going to a museum or seeing a movie.
Let's talk about why it's so important, because I think that, instead of adding something else to our to-do list to make us, we got 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, the whole day goes away. But why is self-care so important in the somewhat noisy world we live in?
It's extremely important today more than ever before. First of all, it lowers your anxiety level instantly. It brings you to your baseline of anxiety to a lower level. So if you practice it in the morning, you're starting from a lower level than you normally would be. And as things kind of build up throughout the day, as they inevitably will, whether it be at work or with your partner or your kids or whatever it may be, you're coming from a place of a little bit more peace. Also, at the end of the day, it calms you. In reality, making this a daily practice, a daily regimen, is really keeping your stress level at a lower level than it really will eventually become, which helps combat burnout and a bunch of other health ailments that we're all facing in post-pandemic.
We certainly all need that. All right, but one of the biggest reasons people don't practice self-care, they say they just don't have time. So how do you make the time? I know you had a few suggestions earlier that didn't seem like they took too much time.
They don't really. And the best advice I can offer to people, because I too am super busy, is to either carve out time in the beginning of your day, set your alarm maybe 5, 10, let's be realistic, 10 minutes, 15 minutes early, because you're not going to just jump at, most of us anyway, myself included, don't just pop right out of bed the minute your alarm goes off. But setting that, making it a daily regimen, at least Monday through Friday, right? Or at the end of your day, instead of scrolling on your phone or doing whatever you do before bed, carve out the 10 minutes, do a little meditation, take a little time to read. Journaling is a really good way also to practice self-care too, because it kind of navigates our daily thoughts in our head. When we're writing out our thoughts, it clears our mind and we have a better idea of why we're feeling what we're feeling.
I don't want to run out of time, but some people criticize, saying it might be selfish to take time for yourself. How do you fight that stigma?
Well, it isn't, right? It's part of maintaining your physical health and your mental health. And I think today's day and age, more than ever before, it's much more acceptable because there's much more awareness about the importance of maintaining mental health, which can lead to poor physical health too. And coming out of the pandemic with the mental health crisis that we're all in, it really needs to be more accepted today than ever before. So don't feel selfish. Self-care is not selfish.
Certainly good advice. Mindie, always good to see you. Thanks for joining us this afternoon and sharing your tips. For more self-care tips, you can visit Mindie's mental health coaching practice, mbexecutivehealth.com.